Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, here we go. What's up? What's going on, everybody? It's a Sunday, roughly about 6 p.m. And yes, your boy Onyx is back again with the talk show weekly. I do my thing, people. I do my thing. You could be anywhere right now, but you are here with me. Yo, as always, I got to do the administrative stuff every day. Every time I record this podcast, I got to do the administrative stuff. So let's talk about it. Here goes the administrative stuff. Remember, you can always check out this podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or primarily, let me do it right, on Anchor.fm. You can see it right above there. Go to Anchor.fm/GoingFullNerd. And as always, you like to be involved with the live stream. So make sure you got your friends, family, cousins, uncles, brothers, sisters, and everybody else checking out youtube.com/GoingFullNerd. Also, you can peep me out on Twitter. That's Onyx, ONYXXX1969. Okay? Basically, YouTube's most ignored. You could catch me right on, Woo! That's what happens when you have your favorite adult beverage at the end of the day. But you can always check me out on Twitter right there. And then you can always check out for all the latest and different independent comic book news and other ramblings, rants, and raves that I do on GoingFullNerd.com. So I done got all that out the way. Please remember, if you haven't already done so, if you're watching on YouTube, click the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and hit this video with a thumbs up. I'd like to say what's up and thank you for showing up to my cast of regulars. Appreciate seeing you pop in. Yo, Wilbur. And anyway, let's also talk about, as you can see, for the next few months, I'm going to have this wonderful little green banner above me. It says Going Full Nerd Goal $1,000, and we've raised $880. That's for the Children's Miracle Network hospitals, specifically Children's National Medical Center in Washington, D.C. And I do this every year, capping it off on November 2nd with a live stream, a gaming stream, where I try to do my best imitation of these Twitch guys, like, what was that, Ninja and all the rest of them cats making millions of dollars. But I'm just trying to make a couple of bucks for the Children's Hospital. That's what I do. What's up to my other partner, Omar, down like 4 flat tires on a Suzuki Samurai, because that's how far we go back. Whew! So you see the title of this week's show, but you know we got to go over the top box office for the week. I'm not reviewing the movie. I'm reviewing a Amazon Prime show this week. We'll get back to movie reviews next week. But coming in at number 1 this week, we knew it was going to happen. The Rock, Jason Statham, Fast and Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw, pulling in $60.8 million. You know, that's that rock office money. I'm not going to call it box office money. I'm going to call it rock office money. Because, you know, that's what he do. Then you got coming in at number 2, last week's number 1. The Lion King, the live version. You caught the review for that last week. Please check out last week's show. You know how I feel about it. And you can check out the rating. Also, that made $38.2 million. That was like almost a 50% drop off from last week. Yeah. Also coming in number 3, last week's number 2, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. That had a little something to it. I heard it ticked off Bruce Lee's daughter. I wouldn't want to tick off Bruce Lee's daughter. But anyway, that pulled $20 million. Coming in number 4 was last week's number 3, Sony's release into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Spider-Man Far From Home, pulling in $7.7 million. And rounding out the top 5 is last week's number 4, Toy Story 4, coming straight out of Disney, pulling in $7.1 million. So let's get this going. Let's get it going. That's right, Omar. Check out last week's review, and you know what I felt. But anyway, let's go. Let's go. Let's talk about this a little bit. Now, as your boy, you know what? I'm going to admit, there are many comic books that, over the years, I haven't read them. Didn't read them. Didn't care to read them. Didn't interest me when I saw the covers. And, you know, let's be honest. I'm a traditional superhero fan. I'm a traditional dude. Okay? I like your DC. I like your Marvel. I like some independent stuff. But I'm, you know, a fan of the basic superhero stories. Good guy fights bad guy. Good guy wins. Bad guy loses. Collateral damage. Nah, we're not worried about that. Everybody cheers. Everybody gets their superhero. And everybody's happy. Right? Right? Wrong. The Boys on Amazon Prime is not that type of superhero show. And it was not that type of comic book. Now, let's set the record straight. This series is not for kids. Okay? It's not for kids. Don't let your kids watch it. If you let your kids watch it, and when I say kids, I'm talking younger kids. I'm not talking maybe your late teens. I'm talking like your preteens, younger kids. Because you'd be like, oh, superheroes. I'm going to put my kid in front of the TV and I'm going to let him watch these superheroes. You do that, I am reporting you. Okay? I'm going to report you to Child Protective Services. Because, whoo-wee. Okay? Wow. This had graphic violence, nudity, and I'm not talking passive, I'm talking about nudity. Okay? Sexual situations. Okay? It's plastered through this show from start to finish. It is 100%. They put the warnings up. Some of you parents, y'all don't pay attention to those warnings. But I'm letting you know now, it is not for your kids, okay? And I'm going to be honest with you. It happens from the very beginning of the show. That I don't think you even in the show a couple of seconds and you got, okay? Now, I'm going to let you know. During this one, this ain't one of your normal spoiler-free reviews. There will be spoilers. So if you don't want to deal with it, you can leave now, and I'm going to tell you, get over it. But listen, here we go. This is what we're going to say. Now, I'm going to admit, I watched the trailers, okay? I watched the trailers, okay, and the previews. And obviously, they were toned down for broadcast. You know, that's what they do. They got to get you digging in, all right? And especially since I didn't know the source material until after I watched the show. Until after I watched the show, I didn't even look for the Boys comic books, okay? I didn't even look for them. Graphic novels, didn't even look for them till after I saw the show. Now, this is the thing. Those commercials, all those previews, they were toned down. It did not mentally prepare me for, and I had to use my big words. Get your dictionaries, people. Get your dictionaries. It did not prepare me for the debauchery. I just wanted to use that. I really wanted to use that word. The debauchery that this show was going to have. Okay? Now, this is the thing. The intertwining couldn't let it go. The intertwining plot points. Okay? A faux Justice League. Okay? known as the Seven. Okay, we've always said, it's the seven Justice League. What was the seven Justice League? What is that? Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. What was that? We had Green Lantern, Flash, Aquaman, and then we had Martian Manhunter, right? That's the traditional seven. But this seven kind of plays with it a little bit, takes a little bit from there. Now, this is the thing. I looked at the seven. They were a mix of like the Justice League and if you're familiar with comic books, it was like taking the Justice League and taking those evil versions that they made, the Crime Syndicate, Squadron Supreme, like DC and Marvel made as a, joke about the Justice League, taking that and just mixing it all in. I mean, these dudes the Justice Lords was the cartoon. They weren't that crazy. Yo, the boys, the seven, well, let me say the seven. We're going to talk about the boys in a minute. But the seven make the Justice Lords, the Crime Syndicate, Squadron Supreme, make them look like kindergartners. I'm just saying. I had to take a sip after that. But this is the thing. I did the research after I saw the show. And I read the original source material. And I will say, the original source material was more disturbing than the show. And I like trying to keep as close to the source material as possible. I am glad they backed off of this. I am so glad they backed off of this. Because what shocked you in the show was even worse in the source material. I'm scared to even talk about this on a Sunday. Let me make sure ain't no lightning bolts coming through. Lord, forgive me. Now, don't get me started. Now, let's talk about the heroes of this. I'm not talking to superheroes. I'm talking to heroes. The boys themselves were equally off the chain. The seven was they were rogue, man. They were worried about marketing. I mean, oh my gosh. I mean, they were just straight cruddy. And, the boys, they were just as crazy, but they were going up against them. I mean, the seven, they had no regard for life. None. Zero. They were celebrated heroes. I give it that. The marketing teams, it was corporations. It was like, oh, yeah, the Deep had me rolling. The Deep. Now, I'm going to start spoiling this, so those who have not seen it, I am sorry, but you got to watch this. You don't get the full effect from a spoiler. You get the full effect from watching this, okay? The scene in the beginning between the Deep and Starlight, in the original comic book, it was all of them. It wasn't just the Deep. It was all of them. They all rolled up on her and was like, on websites that, I wouldn't surf to on my computer, but whoo-wee, man, it was that raw. It was that raw. But the boys themselves, I mean, they were brutal, they were graphic, but I could say, based off of the show, they were totally justified in their actions. And when I say they were over the top, they were over the top. I mean, it had me cracking up how they actually took down one of the superheroes, and it was so comedic, yet made so much sense, but yet was just like completely wrong. It was like, ooh, couldn't go to the bathroom after that, man. I was like, but it was just straight crazy, and I'm trying to do my best not to spoil it, but it's like, But let's go. We're gonna talk a little things. I mean, the boys. Let's talk about my man Wee Huey. He's probably had the most compelling reason to go after these superheroes. I mean, he was walking with his girlfriend when a super speedster. Imagine walking with someone that's deep you care about, and they step an inch off the sidewalk, and a superhero running at supersonic speeds runs right through them. Oh, instant disintegration. And my man was just holding her arms. That was all that was left. Everything else looked like spaghetti. And they were graphic about. Oh yes, this show was way too much. They put something in. And Carl Urban. Let's talk about my man Carl Urban. Yo, I don't know where he be getting these roles from, but he has been hanging. Yo, but that was the problem. He couldn't run around her. That was the problem. And, the dude A-Train, they got the actor that portrays A-Train. I give him credit. He put his foot in that role. Just like you put your foot. She put that foot in that cookie. Yo, he put that foot in the role. Because the comic book version of A-Train was, he was a little dry in my opinion. He put some flavor into it. Everybody on this show put a little more flavor into their characters than I realized from the original comic. But the original comic that I got a hold of and checked out, it was still, it was graphic enough. It had more of a deeper story. It had a lot of different changes. So it changes the motivations of some of the main characters away from what they show on Amazon Prime. But I think Amazon Prime gives you a better connection to all of the characters. While in the comic book, they kind of blunt, graphic, over the top with a lot of things, which that's what you could do with comic books. What they did is they toned it down in certain areas and spiced it up in others and tried to make it more modern. You got to remember the original comic book was made a number of years back, so we didn't have a lot of things going on politically like we do today with different things about how people feel and things like that. And then before everybody be like, oh, F what they feeling, I don't care. They did it right. They did it and they got it touched upon today, made it more palatable, and it made it more realistic in my opinion. So with the many differences from the original DC Wildstorm Dynamite comic, they stayed with the intent of the source material. And I say that is rare for so many comic book translations on the big screen. Okay, hey, what's up to my man Rick? He popped in. Yo, we talking about The Boys on Amazon Prime. I'm spoiling some of it, but if you got Amazon Prime Video, you need to be watching The Boys. It's 8 episodes in the first season. This will get a second season. This needs to get a second season. It has to get a second season because they ended this season on such a cliffhanger that is it. That's right. The Boys is wild. Yo, so let's talk a couple about the characters. Now, I'm going to tell you, comparing The Boys to the original comic book, okay, I'm going to say, they toned down Billy Butcher, Carl Urban's character. He's actually toned down from the comic book, okay? While Homelander, they amped Homelander up just a little bit more. They all wild. But they kind of calmed down Carl Urban's character just a little bit. They changed some story elements, and they added something that deviated from the comic books that I noticed after I watched the whole 8 episodes. But to me, it added something extra. It added something like, oh, wait a minute, this is going to get even deeper the next one. Yo, it's crazy, man. The comic book is even more raw. I just got to say it. The comic book is so much more raw than the original, than this show. If you're just watching the show, you're going to get hooked. If you read the comic book in the show, you're going to be like, damn, the show is tame. The show is timid. No, it is even deeper. It's even deeper. But man, oh man. And what I'm going to tell you is go ahead. Actually, I'll put a tweet. If you want to buy this stuff, you can actually look it up on Amazon and buy The Boys. But send me a couple of direct messages and I'll hook a brother up. Not saying I do something that nobody else would do, but if you really want to check out the original source material, send me a message and I will hook you up with a resource to get the source material. I'll leave it at that. But check this. Whew, let me take a sip. Make sure you got the pinky up when you take a sip. So this is the deal, y'all. This is the deal. What do I give The Boys Season 1. I want y'all to hold on. Because you haven't heard this out of my mouth in a while. People are going to be upset over this. All right? People are going to be mad when I say what I have given the first 8 episodes, Season 1 of The Boys. Now, I'm going to hold y'all hostage for a second. I need y'all to hit the thumbs up on this video. I need you to share it. I need you to share however you're consuming this, whether it's the video, the podcast, however. I need you to share this, hit it with a thumbs up, because I'm giving you something that I don't always give, and I'm hard on stuff. Season 1, it was superb. I cannot wait for Season 2. This show, for an adult, for someone who is a grown folk, for someone who is tired of the candy-coated, sweet superhero flicks that you get in the movies, that you don't want to sit back and you like, oh, I just want entertainment value. I'm good. I'm going to go see Batman. I'm going to go see Superman. I'm going to go see Iron Man. I'm going to go see Spider-Man. That's good. Take your kids. Enjoy your kids. But if you're a grown man, you got hair on your chest, and you like, yo, I'm going to grab my beer, I'm going to grab my drink, and I'm going to watch me a show. The Boys is a 5 out of 5 on the Going Full Nerd scale. Put that in your hat. Remember, on this day, I gave The Boys 5 out of 5. It is a must watch. If you don't have Amazon Prime Video, you wrong. You wrong. You as wrong as a left turn. That's all I'm saying, because you ain't right. You got to watch The Boys. It is lit. It is awesome. Homelander, who is the version of Superman, is a straight ass. And it is something for you to sit back and watch what would happen if Superman was a jerk. That's all I gotta say. You gotta finish it. And the last episode has a twist that got me like, you got to be kidding me. If you, man, I'm just gonna go out here. What episode are you on? If you, there's 8 episodes. If you watching this, and in the chat room, if you haven't watched it, know that you better go watch it. If you started watching it or finished watching it, let me know. Because there are some people, oh man, you about to have me swinging. You're about to have me swinging. The Boys is that. It is just that. Now the boys, the characters, Wee Herman, Mother's Milk. Oh my gosh. They are just, yo, it's just one of those things. It's like, you know, it's like a Tupac song. It's us against the world. You know, it's one of those things. And just seeing how they go up against these superpowered beings, how they go up against corporate corruption, it is on point. It is on point. Like I said, not made for kids. You got kids, you need to send the kids to bed. All right? I ain't gonna lie. I was watching it. The wife was watching it with me. Yo, she was doing stuff, and you know, I'm watching. I've got the fire stick going. I'm watching. Okay, yeah. And then when the scene from episode 1, okay, I'm gonna tell you the scene from episode 1 with the Deep and Starlight. My wife looked like, what? Huh? You on episode 4? Wait till episode 5, Rick. Episode 5? Oh my gosh. Oh my God. And there's some sad parts. I'm not going to spoil it all for y'all. I'm not going to spoil it all. But you think episode 4 is lit? Wait till you get to episode 5. Episode 5 going to have your mouth right. I'll put it this way. I watch a lot of stuff. Some stuff I talk about, some stuff I don't. I watch shows that some people like, some people don't. Yeah, I skipped Game of Thrones, but I watch stuff like this. Yo. Oh, the Deep and Starlight, that ain't even it. The Deep going to get his. In the source material, it was all of them. Like I said. But what I'm going to go ahead and say is this. Watch the show. Make note. I will send out a message personally to certain people to let y'all see what I'm talking about with the source material. You could get to it. It's a few different chapters. It's awesome. It is on there. Yo, I can't. It's not going to be a two-parter. I'm going to talk about something. I'm going to go see Hobbs and Shaw this week, and I'm going to talk about Hobbs and Shaw because I got issues with Fast and the Furious right now. And Hobbs and Shaw and Idris Elba, I got an issue with them. But I just got to tell y'all, and I'm going to let you know. I'm going to let you know. This right here makes me know superheroes are 100% jerks. Just like I got the title, this right here is probably how superheroes would be in the real freaking world. That's all I'm going to say. All right? I can't wait. I hope they put a couple of plot twists that I've seen in the books inside of the video for the next season. I really hope that happens. Carl Urban, this is the kind of role Carl Urban was made for. I don't care my man was Star Trek. He was Bones on Star Trek. I don't care. I don't care he was Dr. Dredd. I could care less. He was Scourge in Thor Ragnarok. This was a role made for him. Carl Urban, peace up to this dude. This is what I'm talking about. Billy Butcher is the man. That's what I'm going to say that. Wee Huey is the man. Mother's Milk is the man. Frenchie is the man. I can't even remember the girl's name. What's her name? Kimora? That was her name? Kimora? That's what they call her? Yo, she was off the chain. Like I said, the boys and the one girl is on the all point. But wait till you get to the end, fellas. They got superhero battles. They got all sorts of stuff in here that you gonna love. You gonna love. It's just, the corruption is just, You gotta just peep it. You gotta peep it. But anyway, hey, I'm done. I got some steaks cooking. I'm about to get the cholesterol up so that the cholesterol medicine I take is, even it out. But anyway, hey, I appreciate each and every one of y'all. I'm glad y'all came in. I'm glad y'all viewed me. Please do me a favor. Hit it with a thumbs up. Hit it with a like. Hit it with a subscribe. Hit the bell for the notification. Also, reminder, November 2nd, International Day of Play. I will be online streaming Xbox. I'm going to be doing Madden. And I think Call of Duty is out there. The new Call of Duty. I'll be playing that. I'll be playing all sorts of stuff. Old stuff. I might even sit here and play Uno. Figure it out. All in support of Children's National Medical Center. You can see, oh dang, my bad. We up to $800. We only got a goal of $1,000. Come on, people, help me break it. Tax deductible will make it work. And anyway, this is your boy Onyx. I'm done. I'm glad you could spend those 20, 30 minutes with me on a Sunday. Football season is starting. It is on. It is on like Donkey Kong. No, Ernest, you cannot. You Madden amateur. I'm done with you. You're going to get dusted off if you show up. Don't be that guy on November 2nd coming in to my room on the International Day of Play and getting whooped. That's all I'm going to say. You better whoop me because I'm going to be handing out. I'm all out of whooping. I'm all out of bubblegum and whooping. Is that I'm all out of, what is that? What? You know what? Y'all got me all messed up. I don't even know. But anyway, peace out, y'all. I'm going to finish my adult beverage. And as always, remember, if you can't say something nice to somebody, don't say anything at all. Send it to me in a private message and I'll say it for you. And nobody has said anything bad. Y'all think I will give the shout out on the show and I will talk about people. You just let me know. But anyway, peace out, y'all. Let me hit that cue up that music. Y'all have a wonderful Sunday. Whoo! Man, that was pretty dang good. And boom!
Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah.